Can you just tell me about how you're transitioning into this program? Obviously, you're a local guy, so it's good to be home. But what's the transition been like for you?
Yeah, man, it's been awesome. Obviously being home and very familiar with Coach Dillingham and Coach Mons, and when you have familiar faces and you're back home, and it feels right, man. So it feels great.
What's been the difference you've observed in Coach Mons? Obviously, you don't work with him and the tight ends, but obviously you practiced under him as a head coach for a number of years, and now seeing him as a position coach. What's the difference you've seen with him?
I mean, for me, it's just like I respect him so much, and to see him out here every day, and it just, it feels great, man. It feels like, we have a family, so, it's awesome, man. I love it.
Awesome. And the intensity of these practices is noticeable, the difference between staffs. Obviously, you weren't here in previous staff, but what have you liked about how intense these practices are and competitive?
Yeah, man, it just feels good because you're getting really get those game reps, practice, play the game within the game, you start that practice, and everybody's getting better every day, so it's awesome, man. I love it.
I saw you guys working on the short yardage situation there, third, fourth, and down in one situations. How much is that cohesiveness as a unit been emphasized in those type of situations up front?
Yeah, it's good to do that now, man, because there's gonna be times in the game where it's third and short, fourth and short, it's a run, it's coming, so you got to buck up. So, practice situations like that, and I think Coach Dillingham does a great job, mimicking that in the practice, so we're, ready for that in the game. So it's awesome.
Bram, you got to know the offense better than anybody, right?
Yeah.
How does it feel, like, kind of having that advantage over?
Yeah, I mean, it feels good, but then also, I can help out my teammates if they don't understand something, because I was there for a year, so it feels good for me, because I'm familiar with it, but then I also can help my teammates out at the same time, so it's awesome.
Is the terminology exactly the same, or do they make some changes?
Obviously, they make a little bit of changes here and there, but it's kind of universal, just different words mean kind of the same thing, so yeah, it's pretty familiar for me.
When you decided that you were going to transfer, was it like an easy decision, ASU, or was it tough?
Oh no, I wasn't for sure set on ASU. It wasn't just an easy decision, but I prayed a lot and I felt it in my heart. This is where I wanted to be. So I don't regret it at all. I'm excited to be home here. So
what were the deciding factors?
I really love my family and my friends, and I really respect Coach Dillingham and Coach Mons, and obviously having that kind of aspect is something I hold in my heart a lot. And I feel like that means a lot for me when I'm playing out here. So that's something I've always looked forward to when I was a young kid. So I'm excited. I'm awesome. It's awesome.
What kind of sales pitch did Coach Dillingham give you when you were in the portal?
I mean, he didn't really have to say nothing much, So I'm just back home, and you see the sun, the family and everybody. So you ain't got to sell nothing too much, man. It was awesome.
You're part of this sort of movement of players. A lot of players have transferred back to ASU from here. Yeah. How does it feel to be part of that group? What do you think the reasons are that that's kind of happening?
I feel like a lot of in-state recruiting wasn't, as big, so a lot of talent kind of left. And, when you have something that could be so special, and obviously a lot of coaches that probably didn't see that, and a lot of kids want to be a part of that. So when you have a coach like Coach Dillingham that really, wants to bring that culture and brotherhood back, everybody's, wants to come back, and he's really built something special. And I think myself and everybody else who come back wants to be part of something, big in the rebuilding future. So that's what I'm looking forward to.
What are the things that you feel like are most important for you to develop to get the opportunity that you want?
Obviously, the coaches for one thing, but I think life outside of football, because it's more than just, playing football, you gotta have a good mental state outside of it to be able to perform and have fun and really enjoy your experience in college. And I felt like that aspect is really big for me in my process for my future. So that's something I really look forward to.
And then from a skill development standpoint, where you feel great about your game right now, and where do you feel like you have a lot more room for development?
No, 100%. I try to pick on one thing every day to come in and work on. And Coach T, Coach Mons and Coach Dillingham are doing a great job. And Coach Amy, the D-line coach, we're getting great work, and everybody's getting better every day. So everybody's making good progress. So I'm really excited.